Hello, hi everyone. This is Omar RC Craft channel. Today I have a simple project, which is I have a nitro chassis, which is this one. I think it's from Kyosho or I don't know the company. I did search it online and didn't find anything. Anyway, this chassis I have is a nitro chassis, and I'm planning to uh, convert it to a brushless one or brushed one. Anyway, electric. What I mean by that. But the problem did arise after that. Anyway, simply I've decided to 3D printed the body, which I can mount on this chassis, and I did choose a 3D printed chassis, which I'm planning to install on this car. Anyway, I searched the internet and I found a free version from Caramango, which is a 3D model designer. And I did download it. It's for free, actually. That's a good part. The body itself it came in pieces. I found it in MakerWord. Anyway, the car is beautiful. As we all know, the Aston Martin Vantage. Amazing lines. Anyway, my son did choose this car and he actually asked me to paint it a color which you will see in the future. Anyway, the chassis which I had, it had some, let's say the Kyosho chassis, which I have. It's a 10 scale, so the 10 scale wheelbase almost 260 millimeter, while the 3D printed car body I found is actually 271. He said in the description of the video being downloaded. Anyway, so I decided to rescale the whole thing anyway, to make the body fit to the chassis. And as a wheelbase, I managed to do so. But the problem here is my wheelbase in the Kyosho chassis is actually the same size of the body. It's 88 and 99 as a whole, and near that, let's say more or less for millimeters, and it's let's say in range. And I did this rescale the body to, let's say, minimize it, so the dimension which it's shown is actually smaller than the chassis which I have. And I didn't know that at first, but after I started to 3D print and build the car, I found out, oh my God, the chassis is actually wider from the body. So I have two options: to reprint, or let's say rescale, or use another chassis, which I did. And now you will enjoy the build. Thank you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أتى أمر الله فلا تستعجلوه سبحانه وتعالى عما يشركون. ينزل الملائكة بالروح من أمره على من يشاء من عباده أن أنذروا أنه لا إله إلا أنا فاتقون. خلق السماوات والأرض بالحق تعالى عما يشركون. خلق الإنسان من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين. والأنعام خلقها لكم فيها دفء ومنافع ومنها تأكلون. ولكم فيها جمال حين تريحون وحين تسرحون. وتحمل أثقالكم إلى بلد لم تكونوا بالغيه إلا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. هو الذي أخرج الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب من ديارهم لأول الحشر ما ظننتم أن يخرجوا وظنوا أنهم مانعتهم حصونهم من الله وظنوا أنهم مانعتهم حصونهم من الله فأتاهم الله من حيث لم يحتسبوا وقذف في قلوبهم الرعب يخربون بيوتهم بأيديهم وأيدي المؤمنين فاعتبروا يا أولي الأبصار ولولا.
Okay, at last I finish building the body, which is a 3D printed body. And after my son chose the body and actually told me to paint it, I did paint it. Anyway, I did scale the body to fit this chassis, but let's say, scale it in all dimension. The HSP and the Kyosho and many chassis which I'm familiar with or not familiar with, the problem, they actually they have slightly wider chassis. The 10 scale has a slightly wider chassis than normal. It means it will gain maybe 1 centimeter to 1 centimeter and a half. Anyway, this did show up in this car. It's actually almost 1.5 centimeters in width and in both sides collectively. So I've decided to change the chassis. Anyway, if you are wondering, the wheels this wheels has, let's say, outer offset maybe 1 or 2 millimeters over the wheel nut, and it is, let's say, then the maximum contact between it. So the planning is easy. They just change the chassis. I know it's this change in my planning from the beginning. I have this chassis, which is the PMM Pro version. It's brushless, brushed sensor, the motor and gyro and all set up. Yeah, and the all dimension fit easily, and you will see the body fit very normal. I did only remove the shock tower, not shock, sorry, the shock towers, the mounting, let's say, posts. I remove it with its holders and the 3D printed holders, which can just let's say fit easily, not easily, just but it will fit between 2 slots, and the shock tower will just slide in, and that's it. Sometimes it's take time to figure it out. I'm planning to put some magnets on it in the near future, but now it's just for the achieving just the insertion of the body on the chassis. That's it. That's what I'm planning on at the theme, or let's say the car, let's say, layout, or the car lines, and the car is, let's say, it's not a high car. It's a let's say it's a very short car, let me say, or low profile car. Let me say this more obvious. It's like the Aston Martin Vantage is it's just like from a GT Grand Tour cars, or maybe like we can say it's a super car. Maybe these cars have a, let's say, of course, a low profile. Don't mind my English. It's a third, or let's say, second language. So I'm trying to be clear to you guys. Anyway, if anybody wondering for the 3D printed parts, if you guys ask it, I will upload it to calls. Special thanks, I repeat, to Kramango for the 3D printed car. It's a lovely, easily to fit, nice lines. It's like maybe the best free car I ever downloaded, and it's just an astonishing car, and easily to, let's say, to install. Anyway, now we will see some slight drifting. Okay, thank you, enjoy. If you reached till this, thank you very much. I take time to make these videos. Please leave a like and subscribe and comment if you don't. I appreciate any interaction anyway. Thank you very much.